Greetings and salutations everyone, a Junctional Function here and back once again today with another video. This time with the Thomas Wooden Railway to TrackMaster playset conversion of Learning Curve's Thomas Wooden Railway's 2002 SODOR engine wash set video on behalf of MTI Thomas. This very same set was actually featured in their Thomas Wooden Railway to TOMY playset conversion video. However, that was only half of the story. Where you see, back in late February, MTI Thomas presented me with a mission out of the blue to convert this Thomas Wooden Railway set into a TrackMaster set to be featured in their video. But that is enough chit chat, let us take a look at how I converted Learning Curve's Thomas Wooden Railway's SODOR engine wash set into a TrackMaster set, its upgrade, and then its Ultimate Expanded Edition. The SODOR engine wash set, as it stands on its own, is a pretty simple playset. There are two distinct loops of track, 2 engines, 2 destinations, and a few scenery items. So, converting this to TrackMaster was a walk in the park to say the least. It was merely a case of swapping out one railway components over to TrackMaster pieces and items. While this is an adequate set to expand your layouts and comes with some nice accessory pieces, it's frightfully lacking in anything for Percy and Gordon to do on this layout. One may only fill up Percy's saddle tank so many times, give Gordon a good hose down with the engine wash, and have them round on the layout so many times before you've exhausted all your options for things to do on this layout. It is a simplistic, basic, straightforward starter set, which doesn't even come with rolling stock for the 2 engines to haul around. This is where the upgrade comes in. Thank you kindly to MTI Thomas for inviting me here to put on display the full beauty that is... Wow, this is certainly a little bit different. If you wish to see what I did for the upgraded SODOR engine wash in TrackMaster, you will have to hop over to MTI Thomas's channel and watch his video on the SODOR engine wash, with my TrackMaster take being featured in said video. Although don't click off this video just yet, we still have the ultimate expansion set of this to cover, and it is certainly quite the ultimate expansion indeed. When I was thinking of an ultimate expansion, I figured I would take a page from MTI Thomas and base it off an episode, where both Percy and Gordon take part. Ultimately, I had decided upon Hit Entertainment's 2005 feature-length special Calling All Engines, for the inspiration when developing the ultimate expansion set, specifically in the scene where all the engines are at the washdown in need of a good cleaning after the recent fight with the diesel and steam engines have just gotten into. We quite clearly see both Gordon and Percy have gotten into a few mishaps. Gordon appears to be covered in seaweed, while Percy is quite evidently covered in quarry dust. With both of them at the washdown awaiting their turn to be cleaned, the scene seemed appropriately fitted to serve as the inspiration for the ultimate expansion set of the SODOR engine wash set. With the original track plan completely thrown out the window, the core concept of separate loops of track remains, with areas for the engines to cross over different lines, adding a bit of thrill to the layout for if engines will safely pass through or end up in a train wreck. Knapford Station, the Steamworks, the engine wash, the lighthouse, Colin the Crane, the Brenham Fishing Co. building, and the 2 SODOR mountain mines have been included. The engines on this ultimate expansion layout are Gordon and 2 Red Express coaches, Percy and 2 troublesome trucks of stone, Mavis and 2 troublesome trucks of coal, Salty and his 1 truck of fish crates with 1 box van. All of the engines have many roles to play on this ultimate expansion. Gordon, for example, has been tasked with taking a boat train from Knapford to Brenham docks. However, in an effort to show off and prove to Salty that the steamies are better than the diesels, Gordon has carelessly landed himself into the quayside. But Salty is a good friend and is above the steamies versus diesels conflict. After completing his work with Colin the Crane, Salty will assist Gordon to the steamworks for repairs and cleaning. Meanwhile, Percy has been helping Mavis down at the quarry. There has been a lot of trucks to shunt from here and there, though, in typical Percy fashion, has landed himself into quite the predicament. Mavis is most upset, but much like Salty, values her friendship with Percy and will help him out of a jam and take Percy to the steamworks for repairs and cleaning. Poor Mavis and Salty, they can't wait for Gordon and Percy to return to work, for they're so overworked without them to help. Both Gordon and Percy have made fools of themselves today, but after some fixing here and there, a bit of this and that, and with a turn each for the SODOR engine wash, receiving a good hose down, are now both sparkling and clean once again. After a refill on both water and coal, the 2 friends are ready to go back to work. Now the 4 friends can all be really useful as a team for the Fat Controller's Railway. If I had to best sum up this set, it reminds me of the Hit era. The use of 2 Steam Team characters, plus the inclusion of semi-regulars such as Mavis and Salty, drive home the point. The added inclusion of Colin at the docks, and the use of the Steamworks also add to this. By this point, the focus is no longer on just washing in water as it was earlier, but is instead a component of the playset itself, and is just one part of the larger story that you can tell. though my Ultimate expansion absolutely pales in comparison to what MTI Thomas did for his. It's seriously impressive and blows everything out of the water. Be sure to check out his video, linked down below in the description. In any case, I hope you all enjoyed this layout conversion, collaboration, and set showcase all in one. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a good rest of your day, for this has been an Adjunction Malfunction production.